Polish Public Relations Association already organized a hotline for people seeking PR support during a pandemic. I think it's a good idea to extend this project during the economic recovery. We should also play the role of a watchdog who sees and condemns unethical communication in the context of pandemic. We also monitor the macroeconomic aspects of our sector to signal all relevant information, changes or emerging trends for public relations. It helps the industry minimize losses and evolve in the right direction.
An example of this change could be the role of communicator as listeners and advocate of their stakeholders. If we as communicators will be able to bring the expectation of our stakeholder inside the organization in terms of environmental, social, economic and cultural needs of the broader society, I'm sure that the organization will be a more proactive actor of the next recovery.
So communication will be a drive of change. Sometimes will be the drive of disruption within companies, and all of this will for sure go through communication, and all of the changes in companies will go through communications and public relations, and that will show once again our strategic role within organizations.
We have to be prepared for the future of work in any directions. For example, we need to expand our range of professional knowledge in the digital age by prioritizing skills as strategic planning, content management, crisis management, community relations, and social media relations. All these areas are already to some extent technological, and they should only be seen as an opportunity, not a threat. PR professionals need to act quickly and flexibly to respond to an ever-changing environment and the demanding audience.
Many of the communicators of today, especially if it comes to executive and management roles, come from an era where social media and online communication didn't play a role or didn't play an important role. But nowadays, the way of communication has changed massively and is still changing massively, and therefore we have to adopt ourselves in the way we communicate. So this means we have to learn the modern ways of communication, the modern means of communication, and the new channels and the chances that are offered by those kind of new communication. The fact that I'm speaking to my smartphone and record this video shows the transformation I underwent. When I started my first job in public relations, the only technical means that we have 25 years ago was a fax machine. And a video like this would not have been possible within 2 minutes like now, but would have needed a studio, a cameraman, sound engineers, and so on. So this shows you how significantly communication has changed. So it needs adoption by the communication professionals to any extent.